everyone, happy Wellness Wednesday. So for this week, I thought we could talk about and demonstrate how to give a massage to a loved one and also for them to you as well. So they could also watch this video. If you needed a massage, you can send it to them as a little hint. So when we're starting off with massage, we need to remember that when we're doing home massage, we need to set an environment that's going to be calming for us as the therapist and for the client as well. So maybe setting the tone, dimming the lights a little with some music, maybe a little diffuser, candle, whatever you have around the house, just to make an environment that feels calm. You're going to be sort of spending a little, like 20 minutes or so here, just giving yourself a lovely back and shoulder and head massage as well. So when you're doing your positioning as well, just be aware that when you are the therapist, be mindful of your own posture as well, because you don't want to sort of make your back hurt because you're giving yourself your client a lovely massage. So bend through the knees, keep your posture straight, and for your positioning of your client, you want them face down on a bed. So it could be your bed, a sofa. Some people have used sun loungers, just anywhere that you can sort of lay flat. You can also rest like a towel underneath the forehead if you haven't got a face hole in a massage table or whatever. You can rest a pillow along the forehead, just so it takes the pressure off the nose and the mouth, just so your client can breathe. Just be mindful of their positioning as well, making sure they're comfortable. And when you're doing your lovely little massage, just do a gentle pressure. Deeper pressure is sort of something that's going to be more, you're going to need to go to a professional for. So if we're having regular massages, that I'm giving you a lovely massage, home massage and self-massage is an amazing sort of tool that you can be doing at home to sort of maintain those lovely benefits that your professional massage is giving you as well. So you can do this at home. It's quite simple. I've sort of adapted our rolling waves head and shoulder massage. So it's a beautiful treatment that's sort of reminiscent of waves lapping the body. So it's super gentle, and it just helps to send the mind away to your own little paradise. So hopefully you should be able to achieve that as well with these few simple steps. So to help us achieve it, I'm going to use our massage oil, so the relaxing blend, which is the same massage oil that I used last week. So like I said before, you have two different choices, so it's totally up to your client which one that they would prefer. So you've got to think of your client or yourself, if you're going to be receiving the massage, what sort of blend and scent that you're going to be more drawn to on that specific day. So if you're lucky enough to get your hands on both of them, then you've got a choice of High Tide, which is a citrusy blend with mandarin, orange, bergamot, lime, like super energizing, rich and sort of super citrusy and beautiful. Or you've got the Low Tide, which is our relaxing with lavender, rose and patchouli. So it's a deeply meditative, super soothing scent. So if you suffer with sort of anxieties and worries, this one is really amazing. Just sort of calm those busy thoughts and send the mind to a place of relaxation. So yeah, so without waffling on for ages, I'm going to get started. So like I said, when you're a therapist, just making sure that your nails are quite short. You don't want long nails that are scratching your client, and you've got no jewellery on as well, just because sometimes that can scratch and it doesn't feel very nice when you've got a piece of jewellery that's sort of banging against the bone. It's not good. So yeah, so clean hands, and what's the word? Bare hands, clean and bare hands. So yeah, so you probably won't be able to see me through this whole video, but I will chat to you and demonstrate just so that you can see my hands. That's what I was focusing on the most. So yeah. So when you're doing your massage, you want to start setting your intention. So you want to start sort of letting your energy flow through the client and just sort of bring yourself into a moment of calm as well, and just introduce your touch to the client. So I like to just give a little pressure at the shoulder and then also at the lower back, and then you can then just unfold and uncover the back. So you could just fold it down. I like to roll it, so that it uncovers the back, like so. Yeah. And then I'm going to grab myself a little bit of massage oil. Now, like I said last week, a little goes a long way, so you only need to add a little bit onto your hands. I'd always warm the oil first in your palms, because what you don't want to do is put cold oil onto your client. It'll cause a little bit of a shock. Alright, so just warm that through the palms, and then with like a palm tree motion, you want to sort of, starting at the head of the client, apply to the shoulders and sweep all the way down the spine, but working those muscles that run alongside the spine. You don't want to really be working on the bone here. And then you can then, like a palm tree, step inwards and just spread out the oil evenly. But these motions are supposed to be really slow, so that you're giving your client that even spread of oil, but also it's lovely at massaging as well. Slide back up, and then sort of repeat that movement 3 times, sliding down, outwards, and then stepping in, and then palm tree motion, out. But when you're massaging, you always want to maintain your contact with your client as much as you can, just so your energy is always flowing, it's not leaving the body. So I'm only going to do that 2 times, otherwise we'll be here forever. And then what you want to do is sort of then, as I've done, just sliding back up and combing the excess oil through the neck and through the hair. Into the scalp, just with gentle pressure. You can do a couple of rotations here if you fancy. Just gentle, like so. And then what you want to do is sort of manoeuvre yourself down, but as you're sliding down the side of the spine, manoeuvre yourself down to the lower back, down here. And then with sort of double palms, so your hands will be positioned like this, sort of, you could like do a little triangle. I just like to support my other hand a little bit, and work that muscle that runs along the spine upwards to the shoulder. You can probably feel the tension here, and then back down around the shoulder and slide the mid side of the back. And just repeat that 3 times. Super slowly, and then sliding back down, and then working upwards again, and then we're then onto our next massage movement, which will be focusing onto the shoulder blade now. So working all the way around the shoulder in outwards motion, so you're coming up towards the head, down, out towards the shoulder, and then repeating. So always working upwards and sliding downwards. You're just going to circle here 3 times, the same hand position, and then with your thumbs, or you could use your knuckles if your thumbs aren't strong, just gently kneading around the shoulder blade You don't want to be working on the bone here, so just avoid the shoulder blade, but you'll feel there's sort of those muscles that run alongside the shoulder blade. So you're gently kneading away those tensions. Sometimes you may feel some knots and sort of bumpy, gristly bits. So just focus on those areas for a little longer. But as you can see, I'm not sort of crouching over my client. I'm sort of, my back is straight, and with my movements, I'm gently rocking my hips so that I'm not putting pressure on my back. So just be mindful of your own back as well. Alright, you just spend as long as you need to here, focusing on that area. And then I'm going to then start to position myself again at the head of the client. So just in that same movement, maintaining contact, but just moving myself, circling around the shoulder. And then with my outside arm, I'm going to start sweeping up the trapezius muscle. Just working on any tensions in there. Like so. And then when you come to the top of the shoulders, you can then do a little figure 8 around each shoulder blade. So like I said, down the top of the shoulder, working upwards towards the head, down the top of the shoulder, upwards to the head. And then what we're then doing is we're maintaining contact, but we're then coming to focus on the other side of the shoulder. So then what you can do is repeat your steps. So working down, so you're manoeuvring down to the side of your client, like so. Okay, so you're manoeuvring down to your client, and then you're sort of sliding up the muscles of the spine and down. So up the side muscles. Upwards. Let me move out of the way, otherwise I'll be in the camera. So then you sort of, your positioning would still be here. So then you're using your thumbs to knead around the scapula. I'm just moving out of the way of the camera. So if you imagine I would be stood here, kneading upwards with my thumbs, just repeating the steps as that we did before. Coming down, and then just to speed it up, I would then finish with my circular motions, and then into my figure of 8. Coming back down the other shoulder, and then up. So then you're then at a position where you're at the head of the client and you can sweep up to the neck, working that trapezius, finding any tension that's in that area, just gentle movements, sliding up to the head, like so. And then with the head, what you want to do is just start to comb, like you did before, with your fingertips through the hair. And then what I then like to do is just sweep up one more time and then just gently hold a little pressure. No deep pressure here, because what you don't want to do is put a lot of pressure on the face, because if you imagine your face is going to be here, you don't want to put a lot of pressure here. Just hold, and then with your static hands, so if you imagine you're locking in your fingertips but with a gentle pressure, just then rotate one side of the scalp, just ever so slight movements, one hand at a time. So I'm working the left side first, gentle. You can barely see the movement of my fingers, so my fingertips are staying static, but it's just the movement of the scalp in gentle circular motions. You sort of can repeat each circle 3 times, and then I then lock that one and then work on the other side, so gentle rotations on the other side. Off, if your client has long hair, there may be a need for you to just comb through with your fingertips. I just like to finish with that. I feel like it's quite relaxing for the client. And now we're going to slide back down the spine, so with our hands and our palms onto the client's shoulders, sliding back down the muscles that run along the spine. And then personally, I like to stand this side, sort of like as facing the client's head instead of the feet. So facing the client's head, and then working the lower back. So just with gentle circular motion. So with your fingertips towards the head, working outwards from the spine up to the glutes. Area that quite a lot of us feel a lot of tension, stresses. Just gently massaging there with sort of big circular motions with the wrists, but the fingers are loose. They come up on their tips when they meet together in the centre, but then spread as they get to the edge of the back. Worked this area and you feel like you're happy that all the tension's melted away, you can just gently knead with your either fingertips or with your thumbs, just like so, and coming through like this. Just working the sacral area of the back, avoiding the bone. We're just working on those muscles, the tops of the glutes. You could even, if you feel like you need a little bit of deeper pressure and you need to sort of take some pressure off your fingers, you could use your knuckles here. Just gentle knuckling. But remember that it's not supposed to be a deep massage anyway. It's just gentle, wave-like motions. So then to finish off, I just like to sort of reverse my slide, so up to the shoulders and then just back down. massage terms. So it's just light sweeping motion that sort of finishes off, sort of tells our client that we're coming to the end of our treatment. So we're just sliding up the spine, out at the shoulders, and then down the sides of the body. And then just maintaining contact. I like to do little gentle slides with my palms up towards the head. And I like to sort of push that through the head. Combing through. Maneuvering myself as I do so. Up to the head. Sweeping that up. And then sort of giving yourself a little bit of a moment here at the head with your hands. You send your loving energy through the head just to help your client relax. And then you can then slowly, what you don't want to do is just break your contact sort of instantly. So just gently take the pressure off your fingers and releasing your hands. Slowly coming away from the client. Yeah. And then you can then just bring your towel up towards your client, just to a little bit of pressure at the shoulder. And then you're finished. Hopefully that's quite simple for you to follow. Oh, let me get my chair. Okay, so hopefully that's quite simple for you to follow. I have written step-by-step guides over on the blog, so if you feel like it's easier for you to have it written down and you just sort of go through the steps that way. Just remember there's no right or wrong with massage, it's just your massage is flowing through to the client, whatever feels good for them as well. So do communicate with your client as you're sort of learning yourself and you're sort of trying out new techniques and see what feels good. Yeah, just have fun and enjoy. If you go over to the website, you'll find the blog, which is just www.southseabathinghut.co.uk, and also you'll find the little links to the massage oil as well if you need some. So just remember that you get free delivery over £15, free click and collect as well, which I know a load of you are enjoying, and I know Darcy and Sam are super busy with at the shop, so we're really grateful that you're choosing to click and collect. And also if you sign up to be on our mailing list, you get 10% off the whole order as well. So if you head on over there, there's lots of fun things going on. And yeah, I think I'm gonna have to wake this one up now. I think he's asleep. Okay, bye.